Welcome to Harmony Tuesday. Today we're talking about Born Singer by BTS. I would say the harmony level is probably about a 7 out of 10. And there is only 2 people harmonizing in this song. But it's still not boring because it's BTS. Anyways, so we have JK doing almost all the harmonies, and then we have Hobi for the lower harmonies. And having this kind of continuity of just those two, unlike very many of BTS's songs where it's also Jimin and then the rap line doing some ad-libs and throw-ins and sometimes some harmonizing for their parts, and then sometimes also Tae and Jin added to the mix, and it gets very up and down. It gets very diverse. You have a lot of color in it, and very often the choir-like feeling that BTS is very known for in their backing vocals. But in this one, they don't do that. It feels like it's, especially the parts that JK does, because he does the main harmonizing in the entire song, and the layers too. Hobi just adds one lower layer to it. It feels very much according to the book and very traditional, how I learned how to do harmonizing and how to just build it up step by step and not do anything outstandingly crazy cool the way JK usually does. It's very according to the basics, I would say, but being able to make the basics sound good is also an art form. Let's get into what sticks out. The thing that sticks out are JK's multi-layered harmonies in the intro and the chorus. I think for this it's very worth listening to a hidden vocals version, because while you can hear quite a bit of the harmonizing in the original version, you can't really hear the layers as well. And those are what really make, in my opinion, make this song, or the harmonies in this song, so beautiful. Another thing is the rappers, as if you know this song well, you definitely will know that the rappers all have fairly long parts each where they rap, and they do throw-ins throughout those. And I think that some of them you can hear pretty well, but some of them you actually can't. And that's why it's worth checking out the hidden vocals version for that too. Beware that there are stretches in the song where there's very little harmonizing with throw-ins, ad-libs, that kind of thing going on. So it's not as busy as some other BTS songs are, but it's still worth checking out the hidden vocals version. Another thing is JK does little harmonies during the rap parts that I already mentioned just a moment ago. We know that he does that in quite a lot of BTS's songs. Him harmonizing with the rappers is always something beautiful. Personally, I actually think that I would like to see more combinations of different vocalists harmonizing with different rappers. I think that would be a really interesting experiment. But generally speaking, we know that JK does it and does it very well. There are so many iconic moments where he does it, like the one he does with Hobi in Wings. Is it Wings? I think it's Wings. That is so iconic. Like, I can see it before me and I can hear it. That one is so special. But we also sometimes see Jimin do that, for example, with Yoongi in Spring Day. Just one example. He does it more often. He usually does it with Yoongi. But in this one we have JK. I don't think I really need to add anything to that more, because we know that JK knows what he's doing when he's harmonizing. The last one that sticks out to me a lot is the final chorus. And there are still only Hobi and JK harmonizing, but there are so many layers of them harmonizing, and most of them are JK. It feels like an entire choir, and it's so beautiful. Like, I get so excited by all the choir-like harmonies. Whenever you have a choir-like harmony, independently if it's just one or two people even doing them, I get so excited by those. That is part of the joy of my life, BTS harmonies. It's good that it's a simple joy to come by. Okay, now let's get to secret gems. Number 1, Hobi's low harmonies in the chorus. Hobi is such an underrated singer because he has such a beautiful voice, such a nice vocal tone that harmonizes exceptionally well with JK. And I think that sometimes in the lower regions, when you just hear some harmonies, um, like in the lower regions of JK's voice and somewhat in the middle region of Hobi's voice, because he has a lower voice in general, you can actually kind of confuse those two. Not if you listen super closely, but if you're just listening casually, you can confuse those two. And I think that's why they harmonize so well when they sing together, and why Hobi does almost all the low harmonizing for BTS. So much continuity. Um, it gives the song kind of a red thread. And it makes the harmony range that is possible with just these two vocalists. It makes it really big because JK can sing very high and Hobi can sing really low. And they have everything in between covered. It's just, I love analyzing these harmonies. If that hasn't been obvious before. The second secret gem for me is, and you will need to listen to a hidden vocals version for this one. Towards the end of Namjoon's rap, we have JK and Hobi harmonizing. It is actually JK and Hobi, it's not RM. Usually the rappers do most of the low harmonies themselves during their songs, but it's not the case in this one. But these two harmonizing, it adds depth, obviously, to what Namjoon is doing in that moment. But it's just another one of those really magical moments of these two singing together, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it. Now to the question for today, and it's kind of an evil one, and I'm not sure I have an answer to this either. Which of the rap verses in Born Singer is your favorite? I think mine is Yoongi's. Yeah, let's stick with that one because I'm very undecisive in this, but I think it's Yoongi's for me. What is yours? Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I hope to see you soon again in another Harmony Tuesday video.